And we are in the game. This is the first game of week 4, the last week of the round robin before we go into those playoffs.
All right then, and already Fnatic moving up pretty aggressively in apartments, but in the meantime it's actually Flusher who's going to be alone at the B-bomb site, where it seems like Wizards, they wanted to go, but there's fire blocking the way. That's a pretty good deterrent.
It is. It is definitely a good deterrent, and they are thinking twice about this now. They have to wait, and it looks like they're trying to make a call, and they are actually going back here. And looks like they're going to get caught. Look at JW's position here. This is wonderful. And they're going to spot it, Kyrie. Very well done there.
That's the most anticlimactic thing.
Yeah.
That was such a good move from JW. He should have been rewarded. That should have been like the lottery for him. He should have just been able to stab a bunch of people. Pronak's going to go down in the middle, and now it's a 4-on-3. So, I mean, this... I don't know if it's... like, you know, if it's what Wizard designed this round to be, but because they ended up being blocked by the fire over there, they actually picked off JW, and now it's working it for them. It's very weird.
And it's funny, they dropped more fire at A, and eventually they're going to start running out of fire, and Wizards are going to be able to actually progress into a site. There's 30 seconds left now, and they are going to be pretty committed at this point. Here they go. They're going to be going in. All right, now Flusher, he's got to get a couple kills here. He really needs to get a couple kills. They're bearing down on his position, and he goes down without a single frag had. And now, oh, Fnatic, it's a 2-on-2. Yeah. Amazing.
Not sure if it's going to be enough here right now. Devilwalk. He is actually getting some pretty good kills in, which means Flippin is going to be alone. The bomb is down, so he's got that working, and they don't have a kid picked up, so they're going to have to move pretty quickly. And the Glock, I mean, when they get this close, all of a sudden it's really powerful. He's shooting one down there. Schneider going down, and another click and a jump to celebrate. Triple kill for Flippin and Wizards. They do win that pistol round, although it was looking a little bit scary at first.
Yeah, that pistol round was really interesting. And it's one of those things where... were Wizards very smart, or was it just a bit of circumstantial luck?
I think, I don't know. I actually think they should have won it a lot earlier, because when they were in the bomb side and it was just Devilwalk standing over there, they should have been able, they would have been just fine. I'm not sure they even had to challenge him then, but they did, and they very nearly threw the round away. So, I don't know, a lot of back and forth, and now an opening kill from Musambani onto Devilwalk, and they've brought up everything, whereas Fnatic, look at that, no armor on them. That's interesting.
Poor Devilwalk, and looks like Flusher's all alone in B. And Wizards, they're taking it slow, trying to use the range as any responsible team should on the anti-eco, and trying to wait for Fnatic to get maybe a little bit aggressive, but they're just using the time in the round, and again, it's something you should do, and Flusher's actually going to find a frag. There was no one to refrag there for Musambani. He's just poking his head out, and is it a mistake? Is it not? I don't know. But Pronax is trying to go wild with the Deagle. He gets absolutely nothing, and Wizards are just with 2 remaining Fnatic players to take down. And it should be all in a day's work for them. Schneider in the pit, though.
Yeah, 6 at 75 and a quick headshot there. Back to a 2-on-3. Jumps up and very nearly drops another one. Flippin surviving on 3 HP, and it's going to be Flusher alone here. 1-on-3 to try and land another shot. If he can find Flippin, that'd definitely be good. But he's going to try and play for the exit kills. And I think Musambani's push into the B-bomb side was just, he didn't have a weapon, he just had a pistol, which makes me wonder if he's going to be buying an AWP really early on. I mean, on the T side, it's much less frequent than it is on the CT side, even on Inferno. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he was just on scouting duty for the day.
It could very well be the case. And again, Flusher, he's all alone this entire round. Yeah. He's just been completely by himself. And is he going to be able to pick up anything at all? Looks like he wasn't able to pick up any weapons or anything like that. He's actually going to survive. And Fnatic going to be on another eco here. And it's a great start for Wizards. Having won that pistol round, having gotten another, well, rather the first anti-eco in the bag, they're going to be feeling good. Previously on Inferno, it's always been a horrible story at the beginning for them. But this is the moment where it changes.
It's the big turnaround for them. Or maybe it is. I mean, it'd be exciting to see if they can do better than they've been doing previously in this tournament. Already there, a good kill. This time it starts out differently. CSET 75 revenge.
Yeah, Flusher was tired of being alone, and he just ran out.
Couldn't take it anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
He just wanted some form of connection, contact. He wanted to prove that his life was actually real and tangible. And Devilwalk now is the one alone in the B-bomb site. And again, just a slow anti-eco coming in from Wizards, trying to play it incredibly safe. We can see Musambani, he didn't pick up any rifle. He's saving for that AWP, as we previously kind of maybe bigged him up, and I think the highlight reel did it bigged them up as well. So Musambani wouldn't want to die here. Having to rebuy the next round would just stop that AWP coming out. But Wizards are progressing.
Yeah, that would be really annoying. Rebuying body armor and everything else. No reason for that to happen. Pronax in the middle will also go down to him. So now he's actually getting some money for the kills he's making. Over at this bomb site, though, it is Devilwalk alone with the C-set 75. It's not a bad pistol. Schneider going to take a kill as well. And Devilwalk takes down one, goes for a second shot, but will be taken down. And it's going to be Schneider and JW left here. 2 on 3. The bomb is going to go down. So it's still looking... I mean, this is a good eco round from Fnatic. We have to say that. But it's looking all right for Wizards. They're getting the rounds that they need to get here.
Definitely, and I mean, JW and Schneider can still make something happen. They have the CZs, so, I mean, that pistol, man, it's pretty good. And it looks like they're just going to try to go for some exit kills. Maybe pick up a rifle. That would be really, really nice. And they did take down Musambani as well, who appeared to be saving for an AWP. And I don't know if that's incredibly common to go for the AWP early on the T side. I mean...
No, I wouldn't say it is. I would say normally you buy an AWP on the T side if you have to try and deal with an AWP on the other team. So maybe they're expecting JW to pick one up, which is not, you know, that would be a pretty good call, actually. But it's still a bit of a risk. I mean, Musambani versus JW? I don't know what will happen here. He certainly has the money for it anyway, Musambani, so it's all right in that sense, but actually he's not going to go for it. He just drops an AK for a friend, and they're not going to wait. But on the other hand, JW doesn't pick up one either, so all our speculations about AWPs, it's all right out the window, and it's going to be standard play for until now anyway.
Yeah, definitely. It might be doing them a favor if Musa not being able to buy that.
Look at this.
But this is
Flash
in
the middle.
Beautiful.
And Mason actually gets a double kill. Well, actually, no, it was Musambani picking up the other one, but that was a very good idea from Fnatic. It just turned out that the Spanish players were not going to be blinded, or at least they kept shooting anyway, and it actually works out against Fnatic. That was a good idea, though. Very good idea.
Yeah, you do not. That's not common at all either. You do not really see something like that so early on as well. And Fnatic now are in a bit of a troubling spot as they're very aware of Wizards' kind of a presence on the map, but Wizards are actually trying to pick off the maybe a possible rotation coming in from Banana, and Pronax will catch Mason off guard. That's a really, really nice pickup. The trade does come in, and Banana's being held well by Devilwalk. That smoke is basically forcing Wizards to lose time on the...
Yeah, it was good, but how is Flusher going to hold on here alone? There's 40 seconds left, so they have plenty of time, Wizards, and he's alone against 4 people with an M4A1 as well. Only 20 bullets, going to take down Flippin early on. Now they know where he is down in the pit here. Gets another one, goes for a third, almost going to take down Lowell. Flusher's just not stopping, but finally they get him down, but then Devilwalk has shown up for the party, shooting through the smoke here, doing some damage to Kairi. The bomb is going to go down soon, I hope, because there's just 20 seconds left.
But he can still do this. Lowy is very low, and Kyrie only 78 health. He could really do this, but that smoke, that's going to really signal to him that not even to try. Moving through the smoke's way too risky. He's just going to go and save, but very, very close one, and Wizards are going to take another round, and a very, very important round. But was it... I mean, it was Fnatic's risk at the very beginning. It's not often, I think, that you see teams, especially top teams, go for a risk so early on.
It's if you do make that, I mean, I've seen that flash a lot happen in like eco rounds where you just, you know, because it's not a big investment. You invest 300, 200 into a flash, and then you have people with pistols peeking. But this time it is, I mean, especially because they have actually 3 people in on that setup, right?
Yeah.
So they either sort of go really big and mow down the whole team, or they lose the round, as we saw. And this is the 4th round, so. I mean, now they have... Well, they're going to force up anyway, as we see, because they saved the one rifle, but they are very much broke. They don't have anything to really contribute with here.
Definitely, and that could be the one round or the one choice by Fnatic that could completely open up the game for Wizards and make this really doable for them, because still, they are playing Fnatic, and it's going to be really hard to win this for them. But we're going to have aggression on B. We've got 3 players on the side of Banana here, trying to make their progression down towards Logs, but Flush is going to spot a few and decide to fall back, but he got the information, and JW will toss over a nade there.
Yeah. So this is again, as you said, Banana being denied to Wizards, but so far they seem all right with it. Gotta wonder what Fnatic are going to do to change stuff up here. I mean, so far they've been fairly aggressive, and maybe it's worth it for them to just play really passively. That could be very annoying. It sounds like playing passively is like a bad thing, because I mean, it just like it has like a negative connotation,
like inaction sort of thing.
Yeah, but it isn't. Sometimes it can be incredibly frustrating and hard to know how to deal with a passive team, because part of your strategy maybe revolves around just like this. I mean, they're waiting for Pronax to peek. He does, and if he had died, then that would have been like a huge win for Wizards.
Oh, this is gonna be really tough, and Pronax not quite getting lucky there with that flash. Wizards throwing over the nades, but actually kind of having a delay before they go for it. They're finally going for it now, and Pronax will find the head of Flippin. He will pick up that rifle, and Schneider, undetected at the back of the site, will get a couple of frags, and it looks to be that Fnatic are dealing with this rather well considering, but it is now a 3-on-3 and the bomb is down, so the pressure is on top of the Swedes right now as they try to defuse the situation. Musambani with the flank, this could be absolutely massive.
Oh, he's got to move quick, and he's not quick enough now. When he comes in, he's in a 1-on-2 and the bomb already being defused. He's already on it. He's going to have to run. Musambani is so close. He gets in there, but it's not close enough. Sprays on to Devil Walk and will take him down. Double kill for him. But the timing there, it was off by just a few seconds. A very unfortunate situation there for Wizards. That could have been the idea was definitely there from Musambani, and I think
he just forgot to put his Nikes on. I think that's the problem.
Exactly. But you see that little hint of like the Spanish get right type of person, just the idea to sneak around like that is definitely a good idea. Could have been it was close, but it could have actually worked out very well.
And this time we're going to see Musambani trying to take control. Well, he's got a teammate as well to refrag if he gets into trouble, but they're going to take control of Banana here. We actually see, Flippin all the way, pushed all the way into A. In fact, he's going to get a frag here. That would have been huge, but JW guns him down. And so they do hold on to A handily now. They should be working out fairly soon that it is basically just going to be B. It's pretty... Wizards are more or less forced to do this.
A very standard smoke coming out from Musambani. Just going to be for the CT spawn to make sure that if they get the kill on the guy inside the B bomb site, no one's going to be able to help him out really quickly. And in the back here it is Devil Walk alone. He's good at holding this position and buying himself time, and he needs to do that now. His teammates are coming in. There's the first headshot. He's down to 10 bullets, and he's going to go down to Mason with a C-set 75. 3-on-3 now. The bomb is going to go down here, and Fnatic can't really do much about it.
Nice prediction there from Pronax through the smoke. Does a good chunk of damage to Mason as he is scanning the site, trying to find another target. Schneider is behind him. The duo should be able to break in here. They are getting those terrorists very low slowly, but surely they move in to the back of the site. Mason with a fantastic pick off there. The trade goes down. Can Schneider do it though? Pulls out the USP and it's going to go, but still Kyrie is alive. And that's going to be it.
No chance at all for Schneider. No kit either, so I don't even think he had enough time to do anything at all then. Both are going to run away in opposite directions, and it will be Wizards picking up a 5th round. And this is completely detrimental to Fnatic. They actually just don't have any money at all. Someone like Flusher, I mean, they won't... Because of this one from us, they can give it to Flusher later on, but otherwise he would have to double eco at this point, and that's just not something Fnatic can afford. They're gonna have to keep this one alive, and on JW2, is very tricky for the Swedish team.
Definitely, I hope they don't think back to any rounds, but if they're thinking back to any round, it's gonna be that round where they pushed aggressively on mid there really early on, because that really broke their back, and it's made a lot of trouble for them in the rounds that came afterwards. And Wizards now again just have to go with this anti-eco. It's only one FAMAS, and it's on Schneider. JW in bedroom, though, and he might be able to... Oh, he's going to surely get someone. They just checked the spot. They think it's safe. JW's going to go for the knife. Oh, no! He turned just at the right moment. And JW is not going to get the knife, and that is depressing. Poor JW.
I'm heartbroken. Yeah. Why did it not happen? It was right there. Oh, God. And he's with a little smiley flipping. Oh, great. All right. Well, you know what? If someone's going to try and troll you like that, you absolutely have the right to type a little bit back to them. Just pausing for a moment, typing some smiley faces. Flipping. Going to get a second player. That's Pronax going down. And obviously, the big thing here for Fnatic has to be keeping this FAMAS alive. It's incredibly important. Even though it's only a FAMAS, they need it. They need it a hell of a lot.
Flush is and he's going to get one frag. Pulls out the knife as well, but nothing to happen. Wiz is immune to knives.
I don't know. Maybe Fnatic just need to, they need better equipment than knives. I think that's what it's down to.
Yeah.
You know,
or much longer knives.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, but especially if your opponent has a machine gun, it's like that. It gets even worse when they can fire a lot of bullets. And look at the problem here. This is what I was talking about. When you have 1400, this is the result after a round more. It's just not enough. So they're going to basically be gifting 7 rounds to Wizards before they can start buying again. I don't know. I've not seen anything like this in a long while. Not from Fnatic and Wizards both.
And Wizards they really badly need one win to at least get some pride back in this tournament. Of course, this tournament I think very much is a learning experience for them, and so far doing all right, and they're actually busting into middle here, and Flush is going to come on the flank, and he does a jumping headshot onto Kyrie with a 5-7, and another headshot to follow on Musambani, and the round is picked to pieces by the man Flusher with that 5-7 in hand, and here is Flippin in the crawl space, but Devilwalk, despite knowing, cannot contest.
Flusher goes down as well, so it's not going to be the triple kill. Flippin just taking kills left and right here. Going to get the triple, and it's going to be a 1-on-2 here still. 45 seconds on the clock. He doesn't have the bomb, though. And actually, 45 seconds is not that much in this context, because if he had like more than a minute right now, he could have snuck like all the way around the map or anything, but there's not time for that. He has to sort of go and pick up the bomb, decide on the bomb side. Luckily for him, though, instead of having like a 1-on-2, he has like, you know, 2 disjointed 1-on-1s. So if he wins one of them, he's in a good spot here.
And Schneider has 2 health, and Schneider's over at the B bomb site, so that's not going to help him very much. He's got to win this little situation against Price. He's just going to go for the plant, I guess, and he's going to spot Pronax there. Knows he can go for the plant straight away, but this is going to be tough. He lost a lot of health there. This is going to be. He's going to have to find the headshot. Nothing else will do him any good. And here he is.
If he does, though, he's up against Schneider, who has 2 HP, and then it's a fairly even match. Let's see, he's going to flash his way out. Won't spot anyone here. Smart play from Pronax, waiting until his teammate is there. But the problem is, they don't have any kit, so they got to move somewhat quickly. Here comes a flash. Flippin still holding on to it, and now they're going to push out. There's one going down, and now they can't find the kill on him. Flippin finally going to go down, but is there enough time here?
I don't know. It's 5 seconds left. Can he actually get the defuse?
I'm not so sure.
No, he's gonna. He's not gonna get it.
He's joking.
Amazing Flippin in that round. What was he even doing? Was that?
That was a 1-on-4 for Flippin. He killed 3 members, died to Pronax at the end, but they still won the round. I mean, yeah, that must be incredibly upsetting for Fnatic. Yeah. Just soul destroying at that point. And the response,
JW, man.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not?
It's serious business.
I would do this too, absolutely. But he's
even
gonna.
Yasimov.
He gets the kill on Mason, but not before Devilwalk dies. So it's still not really celebration time yet here in the Swedish camp. I like what he did, though. Actually, very, very standard for JW on this map to just run past the middle and up into the apartments. And I think the reason he snuck all the way around was actually to try and sell the idea to Wizards that he wouldn't have picked up an AWP. Because if he just runs past, they know they'll spot him instantly and they'll be like, all right, he has the AWP.
Right,
but running all the way around the bomb site means they're probably just thinking they're up against all rifles. And they did peek, so...
Exactly. But it's also interesting, like you mentioned, the trade coming out there. The trade is actually kind of bad for JW. It puts a lot more pressure on him, which is why he's fallen back into pit, which is a really good defensive position. I like what Fnatic are doing. They're moving 3 men through Banana together, and this flank could be incredible. What are they going to be able to do with it? Here they go, busting into mid. Again, Flusher with the first frag. There are the trades coming in from Wizards. It's man for man, but Schneider's trying to make that difference with that USP now. Can he get 2? And he does! Schneider is going to save the round, and finally Fnatic are bringing things back in. More importantly, JW didn't lose his orb.
Yeah, that was a 1 round for Fnatic, but that was right on the edge of being a disastrous round. I think Schneider was just 2 clicks away from dying, and then JW would have been in a 1-on-2, and they would have got the bomb down and everything. That was just a very shaky performance, but at least they won it. And you're right, saving the AWP obviously a very good sign at least. And now, classic JW up in the apartment's going to peek out here. He very rarely misses, but this time, Flippin is actually faster and going to take him down, and that's upsetting as hell. I mean, again, this is not Fnatic like we're used to seeing them.
Yeah, and this situation I was talking about, where Wiz is losing the first man and falling to pieces, that's not even really happening that much. They're not really even moving to that territory, and Schneider will find a kill there, perhaps being fooled there by JW dying in apartments. But there goes Devil with a couple frags of his own, dropping the bomb, trying to find another one, but the trade finally comes in. But Fnatic know now, they know what's up, but they're taking these 1-on-1s, and now it's a 2-on-2, but Pronax in the boiler with that mag.
He must know that he's heard both of them run by, so it's not even a question for him. Musambani going to have to stop planting here. In a 1-on-2, actually, he will get the bomb down, so some bonus money for Wizards either way, but it's tough for him to stay alive, and he won't, in fact. Flusher going to take him down, and finally something works out here. Maybe, because you did say they weren't a team that was very good at, at plan B. So maybe they've just decided to make Plan A work. Like,
Yeah, that's what's happening, isn't it?
like, who needs Plan B, really? Plan B is like for teams that just aren't good enough.
Yeah,
like, if you're good enough, you don't need Plan B. I like the thinking.
They definitely look confident now, and Fnatic are going to be feeling a lot of pressure at this point because they've given up so many rounds. And I mean, Wizards, they haven't won a single game. They've been crushed in so many. But here we're seeing a push aggressive. Fnatic want to take control of Banana, and looks like they have to back away, seeing so much traffic there. But they did the job. They got down a couple players, and it is eco time. Eco frags to make them feel a little bit better about themselves.
Yeah, and hopefully, without losing anyone here, maybe they can start to build some sort of economy for themselves. JW going to take a kill as well. And it is, I suppose, some sort of testimony to how well, I mean, not how well, but the fact that Fnatic have at least been doing damage in the round that they've been losing. Because Wizards, they were like, what, 7-3? That should mean they should have a huge bank, but they've actually been losing a lot of players in the rounds that they've won. So just a few round losses, and they're back to ecoing, and that's, you know, the only sign of hope here. But good news, though, for Wizards. They're going to be picking up an AWP on Musambani.
And it looks like JW is up to the same little move here. And what is he going to find? Who is going to best one another? And it's going to be Musambani who takes down JW. Wonderful shot there on the peak. And this puts so much pressure on Fnatic now. I mean, they can't just sit blindly, and they know that. You can see Devil's trying to get some info over at Banana.
Did JW shoot a chicken? Did he reveal his position shooting a chicken? I am incredibly sorry, guys, that I was spectating him and not someone else. That I was spectating Musambani, but I should have obviously been looking at JW. If that's what happened, then
I want chicken cam. I want to see the pop of the chickens.
Yeah, just like a. There's a Game of Thrones reference to be made in this, but I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched like the last couple of episodes. It's going to be now a 3-on-4, and Flusher, they're all at the A bomb site. So if Wizards just peek into the B bomb site, they're going to find nobody, and then it's probably just going to be their round outright. Musambani with a double kill, and it's looking, again, very good for the Spanish team here. I'm impressed. I mean, we were sort of talking about Fnatic making changes and everything, but they're still a very good team. So this is also just Wizards showing us that I don't want to make too many excuses for Fnatic either. That's what I'm saying.
And the bomb does go down, and there's not much rotation time. They already did the rotation, so it's just up to the retake. They do have some time to make this happen, but of course that bomb is ticking away. And they aren't getting those nades in. They're against 4 players, and this is a really good setup from Wizards. They don't have construction, though, so this... I mean, it's not the most ideal thing in the world, but it looks like Fnatic, they can't quite cope with this defense, and they're just going to go back for the save, and... I mean, I don't blame them.
It's the money situation, isn't it? I mean, there's some money on Pronax, I suppose, but everyone else seems to be just completely broke. Well, Pronax and JW, but they decided it's better to try and see if they can't win the remaining rounds. But then the weird thing is, like, okay, you decide to save 3 rifles, but you only sort of halfway do it. And I know if Corey Dunn was watching right now, he'd be very upset. Like, that's his pet hate.
Oh, right,
yeah,
right.
People saving, but then saying, I'm only going to halfway save. Like, you know, it doesn't make any sense.
I'll try to get some exit kills. Those are easy, right?
It's like buying, I don't know what a good analogy is. I was gonna say it's like buying like discount stuff and then spending all your money on the lottery instead, like whatever you saved. It's like, hey, you're still throwing it away. Good job.
I think that was pretty good.
Does that work?
I like it.
I did not get time to think it through. There's going to be someone picking it apart out there. So
I was trying to figure out a good one as well, but I couldn't. So I think that's good. We'll go with that. And Wizards are happy to go with an 8-4 scoreline. This is looking amazing for them. And they've got to be feeling like they've got to be flying right now. And Musambani's still with that AWP. Wizards, they do like to play these rounds pretty slow. They don't. I mean, we haven't seen, you know, any Virtus Pro-esque kind of like really well put together, you know, rushes with the perfect placement on all the smokes and flashes. We've seen Wizards try that in the past. It doesn't seem to often actually work super well for them. And whatever they're doing now, I mean, the slower style rather, it is actually working fairly well. Musambani with a bit of a boost up there onto that wagon doesn't find the pick, so Wizards still trying to find a way in, and it looks like A is that way.
It feels like for the main part they've relied on Fnatic just doing silly stuff, but Pronax going to take down Lol and Kaori. Very well done. He's going to flash himself in off that roof again, but won't find a 3rd kill. But that was nicely done, and this is, you know, this is actually Fnatic playing passively. For once, they don't start up by giving away the kills, so that's what Fnatic need to do.
And Pronax turning the angle, but Flippin will be the one to find the frag, and that's really important. Can they open up Arch? It looks like Devil will be the one to shut down Arch, as it's just Musambani left, and his only mission right now is to save that AWP.
It's a good name, Musambani, isn't it?
It is. You can really just stretch it out, and it's nice.
Sounds like maybe a Chilean dictator or something. I like it.
Yeah, I think Musambani is I think he's going to become a household name in Counter-Strike. He just needs some more time.
He's been a big name already. I think like people who've been watching Counter-Strike for a while will recognize the name Musambani at least. Well, I don't know. It's like if you screw up the round, you're gonna answer to General Musambani.
I like that, General Musambani.
That's scary.
We have to make you need to make little nicknames, like pet names for some of the players. Like in Quake, I call one guy the Cosmonaut because he's really good with rockets and he's Russian.
Oh,
so
I see. So that's actually very clever.
It's pretty cool.
So
we can call him the General.
The General, I like it.
Yeah.
Well, speak of the Devil or the General. He's the only one with a rifle here. It's the 14th round, so it makes sense for Wizards to be saving and then buying whatever they can in the final round. They already have plenty with 8 on their side here, so I like this play from them. Seems really calculated. It seems like they, they're not letting their early victory go to completely just let it overwhelm them. Because if this finishes 8-7, Fnatic have every chance of coming back into the game. It's not like they're out of it. It's just that the way it seems so far, Fnatic haven't really been able to figure themselves out. And
I would really expect Fnatic to have a much better T half than than Wizards. Team Musambani. But yeah, it remains to be seen. We have a bit of a flash coming in there, and it's not really going to help them much other than just push Musambani back momentarily. But he's actually going to try to peek on the angle, and I wonder if they realize if Wizards understand his positions here. It looks like they're going to catch Flusher. That is a big kill. Devilwalk has a lot on his hands right now, and he just can't handle it. And it looks like Wizards aren't going to get that bomb down.
Yeah, and he was like a real general. He's actually sending his troops in first, just like, ahead of me. Go check out the bomb site, and it worked as well. Now flashing himself in is a good shot from JW, going to take down Mason, but Musambani's there with the return. It's going to be a double for him and a double for Lowell, and that is going to be a 9th round for Wizards. You have to wonder how much money is on Fnatic here for the final round of the first half. There is some, but it's not an overwhelming amount. And because, and this is problematic for Fnatic because of how slowly Wizards have been playing generally. They have 3 smoke grenades, and those are going to be wasted very early on. So if Wizards push when there's like 30-40 seconds left, Fnatic will just have no grenades left to hold anything.
And Musambani up to his usual tricks again with the AWP. And the AWP is also an indicator that they're going to play it more slowly because it's much of a slower pace weapon, less mobility. Flusher, oh my goodness, he's facing Musambani there. He's got a death wish, but actually going to get 2 frags, the double coming out, and single-handedly taking control of the round. Flusher, really the hero of the hour for Fnatic.
Yeah. Whatever page in Pronax's strategy book, this strategy was in, the headline, the title has to be like Operation Unleash Flusher, and then that's just what they do. It's like, Flusher, go and get it done. He's actually got a quad kill. He's looking. He wants the ace as well. And can you blame him, Mason? Is he going to stand in his way? He's already in the bomb site trying to put the bomb down. Flusher's looking for the 5th man. He's running around. He's flashed. He's trying for the knife. No! He's going to get stopped. They will win the round anyway, obviously because of Flusher. But that should have been the ace. What complete theft.
It was the easiest frag of the lot of all of them, and just the race for the ace, he wasn't quite fast enough. And but there you go. We're over with the first half, 9-6 scoreline there. Fnatic able to piece together a couple rounds towards the end, but Wizards with a flying start. And I'm going to be very curious to see how they handle the CT side and what kinds of strategies we're going to see from Fnatic, because they're renowned for playing the simple default kinds of plays. So I feel like that could be okay for Wizards to deal with.
I'm curious as well. Well, right now, already picking up 3 body armors on Fnatic and 2 people with smokes. Suggest maybe Fnatic are going to try for something that's more than just like a rush here, where maybe try and do something a little bit. The one already going up into the middle. Pronax still has one, so he can pave the way for an A push here. They could have like a bunch of people in apartments and mid, and then just use the one smoke to cover Arch, basically. But we'll have to see if Fnatic win this round. It's probably going to be 9-9. And if they don't, then they're going to be really far behind. Flippin here under attack. 3 people. They're jumping as well, and this is where the Glock is so good because it just overwhelms people. Mason going to be taking down the Devilwalker. Now it's a 3-on-4.
Good stuff here. I mean, Wizards, if they can just keep control or delay enough over here. It seems like Kyrie's probably more interested in waiting for his at least one teammate to help him out before really going in. And there is fire getting laid down towards his position, but Kyrie still patient, waiting for the right moment.
They actually have 2 grenades still on Wizards and 1 defuse kit. They have a pretty good chance of retaking this. They're going to throw 1 in the back there. Won't do any, or a little bit of damage maybe. But at least they won't have maybe to check the new boxes right now, because they might realize there's nobody there. There's the first headshot, and Musambani coming in as well. It's on Flusher, and he's going to go down in a perfect retake. Man. 3 on 4, and they lose not a single member.
They just executed Fnatic. Just executed every single last one of them. And the Infidels are gone from the B-bomb site.
They saved the fish.
Yeah. Does the fish have a name?
I don't know.
There's a few of them.
Do people name? I guess they do name their fish.
I think actually probably like people like the dedicated B players probably do spend a lot of time on that site. They probably do name the fish.
What if you had a fish? What would you call it?
Bubbles.
Bubbles?
Yeah.
That does.
It's not very inspired.
Jezebel.
Jezebel.
Fish are like have females names. I think.
Oh really?
In my opinion.
I think Bubbles is gender neutral.
You could be right on that. Well, look here, coming into the second round of the second half. Obviously, Wizards buying up. Musambani, again, characteristically without any kind of weapon. Probably going to be picking up an AWP later. Fnatic without any body armor, because they did put down the bomb, so they're going to be buying in the third round. I think everybody that's been watching Counter-Strike for a while now can already sort of, do the maths when it comes to the economy on their own. But it's, in case anyone can't, then that's why they're doing it. And
Musambani with a very key pick, and actually Loey's going to find one too. Fnatic, they can't quite seem to make any ground, and as expected, but it's more impressive that so far we see no Wizards players going down. That is incredibly important, not to lose anyone on the anti-eco.
Right now, there's maybe, say, 60,000 people out there that have their skins on Fnatic. And then there's like one guy. It's like one Spanish guy who's just like a die-hard Wizards fan who's just about to be incredibly rich.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's the nature of best of one online games. I've tried to warn people so much in the past. That is what happens. It is sometimes a little bit of a coin flip. Well, we'll see here. It's not over yet for Fnatic, obviously, but it is starting to get a little bit scary. This time they have the equipment to do something, and it looks like they want to go for a bit of a B push, maybe. The opening at least. Flippin not going to get the kill in return. In fact, JW takes him down, and now the B bomb site's just lost here. So it's a good start for Wizards.
Yeah, they should have every opportunity. Should have every opportunity to win this now. It's not really a problem at all. And it looks like Wizards, they're just going to go for the save, as they should. I mean, there's no point to throw away these weapons. Hopefully they don't do the thing that you were talking about previously, that Corey Dunn despises Oso.
Yeah, Flusher actually, this is really good for Fnatic. He's already very close and going to be able to find the first person. Even though he doesn't get the kill, they can still invest some. Actually, they don't have that much money, so they shouldn't invest too much. But I like the fact that Flusher tried anyway because he was so close. And the rest of Fnatic, they really want to see if they can take away all these rifles, which, in a way, it makes sense.
Yeah, I like that, giving it a go. One guy, and Schneider even finds the guy in apartments, and Musambani going to take down Pronax at the end there, but he keeps his AWP alive, and that's going to be really important, as we don't actually see any AWPs to challenge from Fnatic's side, so this could prove to be quite a powerful point here. Would you expect Musambani to take any aggressive moves, or are you going to see him being more passive with his AWPing style?
I think he's going to be a little bit more passive, but I don't know. It shows us a little bit of everything, I think. So I think generally it feels to me like Wizards is going to play this game more passively, which could be, really, really annoying for Fnatic. Because that last round was won in large due to the fact that Wizards were they weren't aggressive on the B-bomb side, but they were peeking out there, and they can be much more defensive than they were. Interesting, though, the Spanish team, they have picked up FAMASas to recover, the 3 rifles that they lost earlier. JW here in a very good corner with the right timing. He can open up the map once again.
He's actually going to go for the PCAT. Doesn't manage to find any frags. So he's going to rush in for it, though. Unexpected through the smoke. And Kari will get him. And that is unfortunate. I feel like that was a really nice risk from JW. I kind of like that move. But Kari's going to swap out that AK. And looks like Fnatic are at a bit of a loss just right now because of that smoke.
He's still got the Molotov up, though. They're going to put in one there. Molotov goes up. They're going to try and run through it. In fact, they will. They don't take any damage. It must have been extinguished there. Flippin, though, going to take down 2 quick kills. And in the back, KR is still defending here. 2 on 4. Not looking good for Fnatic this round, but a good defense being put up from Wizards so far. Flusher coming out with a good headshot. Actually, it's back to a 2 on 2. He's going to spray down Mason as well, and now it's Lowell 1 on 2 here, and this is important. 15 seconds left. The bomb is still not being planted, so Fnatic got to move really quickly. And there's the bomb down. Headshot on Snyder.
No.
Now Flusher's left. Oh my god.
This is just crazy right now, and he's trying desperately to get that bomb down. He will get it down by the grill. He is searching, checking those angles by the cores, and here comes Lowell. Ooh, bit of damage done to him. Goes for the fake defuse, trying to flush out Flusher. And Flusher is patient. He comes in for that aggressive push, and that's all that was needed, and Flusher will go down. But what a ridiculously crazy back and forth round. Almost completely saved by Schneider, but then Lowell right at the end was able to clutch it away.
So close, so incredibly close. And because he didn't have a kit then, I think there was a very, very big chance that Fnatic would have won that round in the last one-on-one. Because, I mean, you just have to hide for a little bit and that's it. It's all gone. But they managed to make it back. Fnatic, they get the money for putting down the bomb, which is very critical for them. And they would have been a lot fewer grenades. They've had a lot fewer grenades this round if they didn't get that bomb plant. But they can still buy. And it's now 7-12. So just a 5-round difference. It seems like a lot. But Wizards don't have like a big bank or anything. In fact, if they lose, they might just end up double ecoing. Or at least having a really weird buy. Chiari going to take down Pronax, though, so it's not looking good for the Swedish team early on. Grenade is going to come over here. Are they going to be able to find Chiari? I'm wondering if he's going to throw it in the back here. Well, no, they're just going to shoot him down instead. I guess that's also acceptable.
That works too. And it is a 3-on-3 now, so Fnatic have actually managed to make something of this. It went pretty badly to begin with, but here we have the bomb getting planted as they have taken over the B bomb site. Wizards, they want no part of this, are going to go and fall all the way back to save those weapons, and rightly so. Again, the economy for both teams is just so fragile. We rarely see rounds where one team really is able to build up a buffer of money because so many guns are just consistently lost from both sides.
Yeah, and it's, I don't know. It's more art than science, it feels like sometimes, to decide when you want to go for the retake or not. Because, you know, 2-on-3, you can try and go for that retake. But if you throw away your rifles, then you'll have absolutely nothing for the upcoming round. So that's obviously a big problem. But at the same time, if every time you're a man down, you don't go for the retake, then you're just giving the other team, you know, then they just have to kill one person and you surrender the round to them. So, you know, you got to make your stand at one point or another. But if you do it at the wrong time, yeah, it's painful.
And it's really interesting too because the previous rounds, I think we really felt the presence of Musa and Barney by looking at how Fnatic spread across the map. They were really leaving middle wide open because of the fear of Musa and Barney, but his teammates, Musa and Barney's teammates, were unable to actually get that up on their save. So let's see now if Fnatic, I mean, they're just pushing up mid. They're just not afraid. They know that they can't be another ult. They know the money is really tight. And here they come. Wizards are forced to a defense, and a defense is what they give us. And Fnatic, 2 players are down, and it's going to be really hard to push in. I love how Wizards have fallen back as a team. Yeah. Looks really good for them.
And now that they had like a slightly forward setup and they got the 2 kills in, they can afford to play very defensively, and especially now that they have Lowell pushing up over on Banana, that means they know everything about where the remaining Fnatic players are. Mason going to take a kill on Schneider, and it's down to a 2-on-5 here. Finally the kills are happening for Fnatic, but is it in time? Devilwalk walking up from behind, going to take down Musambani in the corner. Flippin is going to go down. Triple kill from Devilwalk, and a very cool comeback into the round here from Fnatic. They're going to drop a last one. Quad kill here from Lundberg, and it's gonna be Fnatic stealing away the round. How did that happen? That was just what, 2-on-5, nearly 3-on-4 at least?
Exactly, yeah. I have no idea. Wizards had such a cool setup going. Maybe they fell too far back. Maybe they waited too long for reinforcements. It's hard to say, but whatever it was, we can definitely give a lot of credit to Devilwalk there for such individual prowess, and we're going to see a lot of traffic over here, but Kyrie with that deagle will drop JW over at Banana, and that is going to put a stop to the aggression.
The Juan D from the Spanish team.
Oh yeah.
It's well played.
It is very well played. And that's exactly what they needed too, that stop. Also the information. And we can see they have actually 3 players over at B. So this could work out really well.
No, don't do it, Pronax. He's sneaking in here almost into the crosshairs. That could have been very painful, but...
I had the Jaws theme playing in my head there.
Exactly, that was very scary there. Flipping in the corner here, doing some good damage with the FACEIT 75. And also inside, Musambani, Angry Farmer Shotgun, going to take down Pronax. And it's back to a 3-on-3. He's looking for more. He nearly gets the kill here, but he's being overrun. And instead, Lol's the one picking up a triple kill, pushing in to help, because they did take some time killing Musambani. The general, he's hard to take down.
Yeah, man. Definitely. I do love the whole general thing, because as well, sniping from a distance, he's like commanding them to do all the things as he, surveys the land from a safe distance.
I see what you mean.
It's cool. Wizards, they're actually doing pretty well. They're managing to, even without Musambani's AWP play, they aren't holding a tight defense, even with low amounts of money. And we have, of course, a very defensive B round from them so far. And they actually have 3 on the side of B again. So kind of going for a bit of a gamble there initially.
It's also very fitting that he's top fragging in the game. He's parred with Flusher, 19 kills here. So, yeah, he's literally leading the team right now. It's very well played indeed. 13-9. I mean, Wizards have the advantage, yeah, sure, but it still feels like it's a little bit too close right now.
And even though we see 2 pistols here, this could go really well. And Musambani going to take the first man down. JW falls, Pronax falls, the general coming in huge with a double to stop that aggression. And it's a shame they lost. I mean, they started around going on before analyzing anything, but Wizards are holding this middle very, very well. And Flush is going to come in. There's not much he can do, but he's going to find 1 frag and does pick up the bomb. He's in a 1-on-3 situation now. Can he find another 3 frags in 30 seconds?
He is Flusher, so I never really want to count him out, but it seems more likely, if anything, that he should try and get like 1 kill, put the bomb down, and then deal with the 1-on-2. But with so little time, it's very difficult, and the Wizards aren't just going to let him do it either. You can see how much they move about. They want to be sure that as soon as he clicks that button, they're going to be all rushing out, and he goes down to Lowell, and it will be a 14th round here for Wizards.
It's interesting, though, because I was going to make the point during the round, which isn't the best time, but they have, of course, 2 options when they have 3 AKs and 2 pistols. You can say, okay, we can construct kind of a tight rush, maybe buy 2 smokes, smoke off pit, smoke off arch, and then have a bit of a funnel, so at least we can control where we're getting shot from, and send the AK guys first, so that the pistolers can pick up the AKs, or they did the reverse, send the pistolers first. And here we have a push straight onto B, but Wizards are holding it down pretty well with the Molotov.
And this is Fnatic buying nothing. Fnatic are basically telling us right now that they're looking for overtime. Like, they want to win 6 rounds in a row after this one, because otherwise they would have bought armor. They did have money to do that, but they went in naked basically into the bomb site here. And Flusher in the back, 1-on-4 here, going to be found very soon, obviously. The bomb is even dropped. Can you pick up the bomb when it's dropped right there? I'm wondering.
Surely you can. I don't know, though. There are still some spots on some maps which are a bit broken for that.
Must be able to, but all right, no, never mind. It is match and map point here for the Spanish team Wizards. Surprising, I think a lot of people, they have 0 points here at the FACEIT Spring League. So I imagine that they're going to be pretty happy if their first win is against a team like Fnatic.
And Fnatic actually only have 3 points, so they're not doing much better than Wizards in this FACEIT Spring League. But here we go, Fnatic on their attempt for the comeback. JW initiates with a nice frag onto Musambani, and they are just flooding the A-bomb site now. This is looking really good for Fnatic. They've got the kind of quad side under lock and key. Pit is under lock and key. Wizards, they're just gonna let this go, and rightly so. So I like the fast pace there from Fnatic. It
makes you wonder what that was about. Was it just like, did the dice, it hit YOLO, and then they just...
You think that's how they decide the strategy? They open the playbook, and each player is assigned a number, and they toss the dice?
Yeah, or maybe...
All players are labeled YOLO as well.
Something, yeah, exactly like that. So, and then, if it's like Virtus Pro playing, they're all YOLO. all the dice.
They have all the YOLOs.
All the YOLOs. Oh god. KR is going to be alone here, trying to obviously save this AK, which is something they do need, but not desperately. There's actually some money on the Spanish side here. They're going to be rebuying for flipping, but everybody else has enough, so they have plenty, in fact. Saving the AK would have just like been a bonus, so they're not going to be crying over that at all. 10-5 here. 5 rounds in a row for the Swedish team. Do you believe, Dan?
I do, because look, I mean, it's not like Wizards have been building a buffer of money. They are pretty damn low. They've been losing a lot of players, and so if Fnatic are able to win this round and there's no kills on the side of Wizards, they're going to have to get some ecos in, and that's going to be, Fnatic going to be like around 12 rounds maybe before Wizards can put up a fight again. So this could definitely go the way of the Swedes. Let's see.
And it starts off with more YOLO. They take down Kaori with just a maddening, rush up to Banana. So that's very well played. But then they do something smart after that, because YOLO will only take you so far. Once you actually get the opening kills, if you just keep pushing, it's a really good chance. I think actually they would have just lost the round if they had pushed in there. So very well played to then calm everything down and decide what you want to do now that you have the man advantage. And they just need to keep pushing this advantage.
Yeah, and burning a Molotov there in the boiler.
Wizards are doing something smart as well. They're putting 3 people over here, which is their biggest chance of actually defending well. So it's nicely done by the Spanish team. Lol up here waiting his spot. One can't find a headshot. Mason will though, and there's Lol with the kill. And they're being shut down. This isn't working out. Schneider is going to be alone, and Wizards are going to take the map away from Fnatic 16-10.